The emergency sirens wailed through Nexus University's halls, sending students scrambling in every direction. Dean Sorvatha's voice crackled over the intercom, all four of his vocal cords strained with urgency. Attention all students. A viral pathogen has been detected in Sector 7. This is a Code Crimson quarantine event. Evacuate to your designated biosafe zones immediately. Panic erupted. The Valkyrie students sealed themselves in hermetic pods. The crystalline ones activated their UV sterilization fields. The aquatic hydrel drained and refilled their entire life support tanks. 3 species had already requested emergency medical evacuation off-planet. In the human dormitory, however, a very different scene was unfolding. Emma Rodriguez sneezed into her elbow, grabbed a tissue, and continued studying for her xenobiology exam. Her roommate, Kenji Nakamura, looked up from his tablet. "You getting sick?" he asked. "Yeah, feels like flu season starting early," Emma replied, reaching for a bottle of orange juice. Their door chimed frantically. Dean Sorvath stood there in a full hazmat suit, his 6 eyes wide with alarm behind the transparent visor. "Why are you not evacuating?" he demanded. "The viral pathogen, it's a respiratory infection with a 96% transmission rate. Fever, body aches, respiratory inflammation. At least 12 students are already symptomatic." Emma and Kenji exchanged confused glances. "Wait," Emma said slowly. "You're talking about influenza?" The medical scanner identified it as an orthomyxovirity variant. Sorvatha's translator somehow conveyed his panic even more intensely. "Highly mutagenic. Capable of cross-species transmission. This could kill hundreds." Kenji stood up, looking more puzzled than concerned. "Dean, that's just the flu. It's pretty common on Earth." "Common?" Sorvatha's hazmat suit nearly deflated from shock. "You have repeated exposure to this pathogen?" "Every year," Emma confirmed, taking a sip of her juice. "Usually between fall and winter. Most humans catch it a few times in their lives." "And you, survive?" "Obviously," Kenji gestured at himself. "We take some medicine, rest for a few days, drink fluids, and we're fine. It's uncomfortable but rarely fatal for healthy individuals." Sorvatha's medical scanner trembled in his gloved hands as he reviewed the data. "But the mortality rate is like 0.1% with proper care," Emma interrupted. "Much lower if you're vaccinated. We literally have a flu season every year where millions get infected, and society just continues functioning." The dean's legs nearly gave out. He pulled up his datapad with shaking appendages, accessing human medical history. What he found made his 3 hearts skip collectively. Humans lived with thousands of viral and bacterial pathogens. They were exposed to new strains constantly. Their immune systems were in a perpetual state of warfare, adapted to fight off invasions that would devastate most species. They had weaponized their own immune response through something called vaccination, deliberately infecting themselves with weakened pathogens to build resistance. "You're saying," Sorvath whispered, "that your species is so accustomed to viral warfare that you categorize lethal pathogens by season?" "Pretty much," Emma shrugged, then sneezed again. "Sorry, excuse me. Anyway, humans have been dealing with plagues for millennia. Smallpox, measles, cholera, tuberculosis, we've survived them all. Our immune systems are basically trained soldiers." Kenji pulled out a small packet. "Here, Dean. These are called cold and flu tablets. They'll help with symptoms. And maybe issue some to the other species. Though you might need to adjust dosages for different biologies." Sorvath stared at the medication like it was alien technology, which, technically, it was. He broadcast a new announcement: "Attention all non-human students. The human exchange students have informed us this is what they classify as a minor seasonal illness. Quarantine status reduced to code yellow. Humans will be conducting educational seminars on immune system management. As terrified alien students slowly emerged from their shelters, they found Emma and Kenji setting up a makeshift clinic, casually distributing tissues, soup, and advice. The galactic community learned an important lesson that day: humans didn't just survive on a death world. They thrived in conditions that would be classified as biological warfare zones anywhere else in the universe. And they called it just a flu season.